Hello all, welcome to this video. Now in this video, we'll be seeing another important chart in Microsoft Excel that is known as Pareto chart. So let us see how we can create a Pareto chart. But before that, let us see what is a Pareto chart, what are the uses, advantages and disadvantages of Pareto chart. So what is a Pareto chart? A Pareto chart is a combination of a column chart and a line chart. It is based on the 80-20 principle. As you know that Pareto principle is very popular and very important. In the Pareto chart, we are talking about 80-20 rule. What is 80-20 rule? It states that 80% of the problems are often caused by 20% of factors. So whenever we want to analyze the factors and which factors are important, which are not important, then we try to go with the Pareto chart. And if we try to see that, okay, 80% of the problems, they are caused by 20% of the various factors, then we focus on those 20% of the factors so that we are able to remove those 80% of the issues. If you see the uses of the Pareto chart, then Pareto chart are used to identify the most important factors among many. So here it is used in the quality control, let's say the defect types. Then it is also used for the customer complaint analysis, root cause analysis, business problem prioritization, that which business problem we have to tackle first, which has to be tackled last. That we can see very well with the Pareto chart. Inventory issue analysis, hospital error tracking. These are some of the use cases of Pareto chart. It also helps answer which problems occur most frequently, which should be fixed first and which should be fixed last, and which factors have the highest impact or which factors have the biggest impact. Now, what are the advantages of Pareto chart? First one, it helps prioritize problems. So if we are having suppose 10 problems, then which problems are important for us, which has to be tackled first, so that we can do very well with the help of Pareto chart. It combines the frequency plus percentage. So bar shows the count, that how many times problem has occurred, and the line shows the cumulative impact. It supports the decision making, so it focuses on the high impact areas which we have to tackle. Fourth one, it is easy to interpret. Descending order makes it clear where attention is needed, and it is useful for continuous improvement. It is widely used for Six Sigma and quality management. Now, what are the disadvantages of Pareto chart? First one, it only works with the categorical data. We can focus only on the categorical variable, but we cannot use the continuous numerical values. It may oversimplify the issues. Some small factors might still be important. See, sometimes here what happens that we focus on the major issues, but many times we are not able to see the small issues. Sometimes the small issues are also important for us. So that is totally ignored over here in the Pareto chart. It requires the accurate data. The data has to be very accurate, otherwise we'll be focusing on the wrong issues. Not suitable for trend analysis. So it shows the frequency, not change over time. So for trend analysis, we normally use the line chart. The last disadvantage is this, that it is having limited insight into relationship. It does not show the cause effect connections directly. So we don't know that by which factor this particular issue has occurred. So now after seeing all this information, so now let us create here our Pareto chart. So here we are having the different defect types, and we are having their frequency, that how many times this defect has occurred. So we are having defect types like scratches, incorrect label, packaging damage, missing parts, color variation, loose components, and surface bubbles. If we want to create a Pareto chart, very simple. We have to select this table. We have to go to the insert tab. In the insert tab, I have to click this histogram button, and now along with the histogram we are also having the Pareto chart. So we click on this Pareto chart, and now our Pareto chart is ready. So what is the interpretation of this particular Pareto chart? That is, scratches and incorrect label contribute the most defect. So as you can see that the scratches, which is having the highest number of frequency, that is 45, and the incorrect labels, which is having the second highest frequency, that is 30. So these are the two factors which is contributing to around 60 to 70% of the defects. The first few defect types may account for 70 to 80% of total problems. So here you can also take these packaging damages and the missing parts. So these first four defects, they are contributing to approximately around 80% of the issues. If we focus on these four defects, then our 80% of the problems are solved and our customers are happy. So here it is written, fixing top 2 to 3 issues may significantly improve the quality. So if we focus on scratches, incorrect labels, packaging damage, and maybe missing parts, then our 80 to 90% of the problems are solved. This is how we are able to create a Pareto chart. Now in the next video, we'll be focusing on another important chart which is known as box and whisker chart. So see you then in the next video. Thank you very much.